So in science today, we are going to talk about changes in motion and position. So when I turn over to that page, let's look at that. So we've got changes in motion and position. Now when we talk about position, position means where an object is in space, okay? When we talk about motion, we're talking about the action or process of moving or being moved. So there's what we have for position and motion. Now we talked about energy, and there's two kinds we're going to talk about today is kinetic energy and potential energy. So kinetic energy has to do with energy you get from movement. Anytime there's movement, that is kinetic energy. When energy is stored, that's going to be your potential energy. Okay? A variable is a factor that can change in an experiment, and a constant means it's not changing, that is staying the same in an experiment or whatever you're doing. It's staying constant. Now, experiments can be designed to test the effects of forces such as gravity, friction, or magnetism on objects. When an object resists movement by force, it has inertia. Forces that can cause movement and change in position. Sorry, I completely got off the screen. So experiments can be designed to test the effects of forces such as gravity, friction, or magnetism on objects. When an object resists movement by force, it has inertia. Forces can cause movement and change in position. Now, also, work happens when objects are pushed or pulled. So when you have a swing, that is showing work. A pulley is showing work because it's pushed or pulled, and a wagon, when it's pushed or pulled, is also showing work. So we have some examples of force and motion. When we think of examples, we can think of swings, balls, playing sports, doors, wagons, cars. If you're cleaning, those are all showing force and motion. Now, some tools that measure changes in motion and position. First, we have a stopwatch. This measures the change in time. A meter stick measures change in distance and height. And a spring scale measures change in the Earth's gravitational pull on an object. So when we have these things and we're recording our data, we need to record all of our data in a table. And then once it's displayed in a table, we can display it in a graph.